We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist. And it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Good morning, everybody. Time to come out of your dogma snuggies and forget what that box has postured and groomed you for 40 years and told you how to think, where to think, and why to think. Oh, the answer to dirty coals. Yay, we're going to go to the environmental freaking climate march at the UN. The UN's on our side. Let's get real about this. I'll be in New York September 21st for the climate march. We're going to join together. I'm going to carry an elephant on a stick. It'll be way up in the air. It says Fukushima. You'll be able to find me. I'll keep you guys posted where we're going to organize early in the morning where all group will come together. We need to band together. I don't care. I know there's people coming from all over the country. This isn't California. This is New York. When I show up in California and New York, people show up. Underground media loves me in New York. They support me. They always have. I got into the cage with the Tiananmen Square in China. They don't let anybody in that cage. New York Hacks, I hope you're listening. We need you. He does incredible, great work. If any of you guys don't know who he is, New York Hacks in New York City, he is a freelance media. He is awesome. This guy is awesome. New York City has awesome protests. They're taking the public square back. They're not California. California accepts death. California goes on. And I want people, everybody, thank you to E&E News. Their reporting over the last few months has been epic. It has been so groundbreaking, so important. I've been talking to those people from the very inception. Their work has gotten so strong and so powerful. Al Jazeera is doing a week-long gig in Santa Cruz. Now, I post this link. ENA News has got them all over. This is important stuff, and I hope the Dana crowd's listening to this because Dana's on the right side of this issue, and this connecting the dots fool and these idiots, these Corvette activists that are trying to incite and create deflections and shills, they are pathetic pieces of dog shit. And I'm here to tell you the Pacific Ocean is dying. I've been on every pier up and down California. I've been in California how many times since Fukushima happened? While in critical condition, at the Diablo Canyon, in San Onofre, at the San, I mean, so strong and organized in the San Onofre fight. I've been all over. The Pacific Ocean is dying. I'm here to tell you it is dying. For real. This Al Jazeera report with this sea lion that comes out, and he's flapping and twitching, they're trying to say that it is the toxin plume, which I'm sure that's a big piece of it, is the toxin plume. There's no doubt the over-fertilizing, but let's get real. Let's get real. 1,270 days at Fukushima Point in the Pacific. You could see what this thing twitching. There's no doubt in my mind. That is Fukushima. That is radiation poisoning. That still has, and they say themselves, they say themselves that the antidote is not working. It's not working. 180 mammals they've already picked up this year alone in Santa Cruz. 180. The biggest rescue mission in history. The Pacific Ocean is dying. And this connecting the dots punk, he keeps going. He keeps going. He's committing slander on somebody. He called up on the coast. He called people up on the coast. This guy is a mentally ill disturbed. He's worse than that Plumegate freak, that Patrick Henry punk, who, by the way, stole everything he did. Everything he did, he stole from me, he stole from Shane Russell, and he stole from Marine Burke. I own the domains to Plumegate, and I've got half a mind to sue this motherfucker. And this connecting dots keeps going, and I'm going to sue him for slander. He called up, and he's inciting people, trying to freaking cause problems for Dana's expedition. Dana's expedition is important work, and Dana's absolutely right. The Pacific Ocean is fucking dying. I'm here to tell you it is dying. I've been on every pier since this happened. Why these two freaks, these keyboard freaking crack heroin freaks, were in their basement, still in the crack house. I've been all over this. I've been on every single pier in California, and most of them in Oregon. The ocean is dying. It is dying. I'm here to tell you, I've been on that ocean my whole life, the mighty blue Pacific, my whole life. I spent half my childhood on Pacific Beach, back and forth my whole life up and down that freaking beautiful, incredible coast. I've loved that Pacific Ocean my whole life. This report coming from Al Jazeera shows exactly what is happening. Now, is it the toxin plume? Absolutely, that's a big piece of it. The over-fertilization in California? Absolutely, it's a piece of it. These are not just black and white. This is so gray and murky and so horrible. The freaking big Pacific Ocean they use for a toilet and a bathroom. Let's get real. The cruise line industry is being baited back into California from Florida. And they negotiated a deal in Huntington Beach, in Newport Beach, in freaking San Francisco, Pier 39. The first pier that's been under construction in how many years is building a port for the freaking cruise line because they agreed to let them dump their human waste into the freaking bay. All the marquee triathletes dying? Oh, we can't figure out why they're dying? Let me tell you something. Everyone needs to listen to this in hardcore detail. I've been in the #1 bone marrow transplant unit in the world, the #1, bar none. Fighting for my life, given no chance. There are a bunch of marquee triathletes inside there, and they're dying. They're dying. They swim in the Pacific Ocean. They train in Moab, Utah. These places are contaminated. They're think about dumping human waste off the cruise line into San Francisco Bay, into freaking up and down the coast, into the current. You know what humans take for pills a day? And it goes in there? Yeah, is that a piece of it? No doubt. The toxin, the plume, oh, hell yeah, the reef's fighting back. The Pacific's trying to fight back, but it's killing the mammals. When I got sick 7 months after Fukushima happened, and I didn't realize the plume, because this is malice. And now we're seeing, as I said in the early days, and you can watch it, I said, everything that I said in the early days is coming true. Cassandra-like, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. No one will listen to me. No one will pay attention to me. Now, everything I said in exactly detail on day 1, on day 2, on day 3, on day 4 is all coming true. As future generates will mitigate. I said over and over and over. Oh, yeah, the lawsuits are flying. And I got news for you, Sanjay Gupta and CNN. You're going to get your asses sued off, and you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Because not only did they not report, they used the media as a weapon against us. I did not know right here. I knew in detail. You can watch I knew it was in the jet stream. I knew the Plumegate, and I was watching because they crashed RadNet. We, the taxpayers, pay for RadNet to alert us. We paid billions. Gina McCarthy, head of RadNet, who's now head of the EPA. They crashed RadNet. So they couldn't tell us that right here on the Wasatch, right where I live, we were getting hammered the hardest. I'm outdoors working, up on freaking top of roofs. I got leukemia 7 months after. ML de Novo, the type that nobody survives. One of the most hardcore, brutal freaking leukemia a person can get. Acute. Went from 171, landed in the bone marrow transplant at LDS. Hardcore fight of my life. Part of my healing, part of my process, because I knew to fight back. But not just fight back at the people that gave this to me. Fight back the people that are poisoning the Pacific. I've always known that the Pacific Ocean is that incredible, powerful, spiritual being. All cultures have known that. Tell this one. tell this one. You want to disrespect her? And let me tell you all fuckers that are disrespecting. And Dana, your work is powerful. When you're on the ocean, I've got your back. I've got your back. And I tell you, there's a lot of people that got your back. A lot of people. And when I'm in California, people are afraid to go on camera with me. They're afraid to see. There was a guy that came to me from San Onofre. He said, Kevin, I didn't know what Fukushima was. This is malice. This is malice. He didn't know what Fukushima was. He was still freaking surfing. And he got cancer, testicle cancer. They cut his nuts out. His 19-year-old daughter at Pepperdine, the wave, she's got leukemia now. His sister, the cancer epidemic is on. At our bone marrow transplant center, 33 beds is all at whole, overflowing. They're expanding double, triple, as fast as they can. These are doctors who care. These are doctors who want people to live. They take on the hardest cases, the hard of the hard, hardcore, Hail Mary cases like mine. They saved me. They saved me. I'm alive because, and my doctor says, there's no doubt, Kevin, your fight for the ocean, your fight for the people, you've taken this on head on. It's a big part of your survival. I did it without a bone marrow transplant. The first one in the United States ever we know who willingly has done this without a bone. There's one other guy who did it unwilling without a de novo. Same home to die, and he didn't die. He's like me. Well, he's tough as nails. This guy fights back. That's what we're doing. The Pacific Ocean is fucking dying. The Al Jazeera report is so freaking epic and proof. After I got leukemia, we have a real famous sea lion at Hoga Zoo in Salt Lake. It's one of the children's favorite pets. It's probably the zoo's favorite. They got him in 2010 out of the ocean. He'd been hit by a propeller and blinded. He was blind. The zoo could be the zoo's favorite. The summer of 2011. He got sick. They said he just stopped eating. Lost 30 pounds of his body mass in days. They biopsy him. They go into his blood. He's got AML leukemia, acute leukemia. That sea lion was dead, just like that. Seizures. These freaking... The plume was over us right here. All my friends got leukemia. So many of us right here, lifelong friends that I know. I mean, Gail, he got sick the exact day I got sick. In his brain, dead. Boom. Oh, he got sick in his guts right at the same time. Carla, I mean, all of them, all dead. Boom, 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 boom. Because we got plumed by Fukushima and 350 open-air tests in Nevada. It is bioaccumulating. It is accumulating. That's what's happening to the ocean. So these assholes who are coming up and making phone calls and saying, oh, you're ruining our fishing industry, you stupid fuckers. Why shoot the fucking messenger? You dumb, ignorant motherfuckers. Maybe if you would have fought to protect the Pacific Ocean. Maybe if you would have fought, we're not ruining your industry. Don't shoot the freaking messenger. We're telling the tale because the marine biologists have got Silence of the Labs on Balco. Oh, we went to Scripps. I talked to many people at Scripps. I talked to them. They won't talk. They won't talk. You could see it in their face. They're sick. They're told. They're threatened. We will pull your federal funding. If you even... Look, it's 1,270 days. You don't think they have the data? I know in factual, hardcore detail. I'm the one that reported the data out of the KOK study in 2011 from June. Ken Buser's name's on that. Ken Buser got a freaking banana shoved up his ass by the nuclear cartel and liked it. He's a rat. He is beyond a rat. And you people that are taking this side and going against Danny, you are rats, and you're going to pay a heavy price because the Pacific Ocean looks out over people like me and Dana because we're not keyboard activists. We're in the freaking water. We're on the street. We're out there. We're out critical condition. I've been in 32 states. I've been in D.C. with the Million Mask Man, John Anthony Fairhurst. I've been in New York City multiple times. I was with the original group who started. I was due to speak in Zuccotti the day that I got sick. My flight was that night. I'm all over this country, have been. I'm an activist and been an activist in the street my whole life. This is nothing new. Just because you see a YouTube does no justice for my activism. I've always stood on the side of right and wrong. The NAFTA, when it was signed, I went psychotic. The new Walmart, the new East India Company, but you can't see. You go along with the usury-based economy. You go along with the slavery. You go along, but this is the top of the heap. Now they've taken the air that we breathe and the water that we use, drink, recreate, all of it. It's over. Well, is the Pacific Ocean dead? Of course it's not dead. Is it dying? Absolutely, it's fucking dying. And anybody who says it's not is one ignorant fucking fool. I've been on that water I've been on every single fucking pier in California. From Avila to Pismo, from San Francisco to Huntington Beach, to Newport Beach, to Pacific Beach, every one of them, Ocean Beach. I've been on every fucking one of them. Post-Fukushima. I'm here to fucking tell you. I talk to the fishermen. I talk to the surfers. I talk to the freaking business people. I know in detail. They all got the same story. It's dying. It's dying. They know it's dying. People still surfing. People still recreating because they don't know. Because the malice. The Sanjay Gupta is a practicing neurosurgeon. What he did on March 25th, Sanjay Gupta MD show was completely one of the biggest pieces of malice ever. I'm the one that leaked the report after they pulled it down. He knew. Not only they have the right not to report, but without the fourth pillar, but they do not have the right to use the media as a weapon. That are high crimes against humanity. Sanjay Gupta committed some of the highest crimes against humanity in history. People believe this guy. People believe, it's safe. The water's safe. Fukushima's nothing. All these people, Forbes, Sanjay Gupta, CNN, Fox News, all of them. They used the media it is malice. It is malice. Future generations will mitigate. Dana says it right. Future generations are going to turn to the streets, and these guys, the mobs. I would not want to be one of these guys. And these people that put their face on, because the IAEA, they're not stupid. The nuclear cartel, they don't show their faces. They use guys like Ken Buesler. They use guys like Sanjay Gupta as the face. All you media in South in San Diego who are going out there, you can eat all this fish. They use you. Well, let me tell you, when these freaking masses turn, they're going to turn on the face because these people hide. They're war profiteers. They're evil, sick bastards. And let me tell you, it's scripts. I have the data from Cal Berkeley in the early days. I'm the one that presented the Air and Water Minor reports. I'm the one, they were leaked to me, and I read them online. And then, boom, they appear. They said themselves, multiple, including one of you assholes going to go to the University of Arizona. By the way, I want to remind people something. A guy in Arizona named Pied Gobbler committed a crime against me. He started an Indigo freaking crowd-raising site against me while I had leukemia to raise money. He raised a few $100s and stole the money. In Arizona, that is a felony. That is a felony. You fundraise in the name of a leukemia patient, you keep the money, those are felonies. Hello. You attack a guy in a wheelchair in Canada, that is a felony. You attack a guy full of leukemia randomly, that is a felony. The guy that pulled the gun on me in Tennessee, that is a felony you committed against me. You people that think, you can just do anything, this is YouTube. This is a whole other fairy tale play. Oh, no, you still have to abide by the law. You still have to abide the law. This is beyond slander that is connecting the dots and these people are committing. This is beyond slander. When he calls up somebody up on the coast of thing, says, hey, this guy's going to be coming. This guy doesn't know anything. This ignorant moron that he calls up there, they don't know. They don't know what we know. And he's because Dana's getting ready to launch his expedition. He's trying to incite. That is a felony. Those are against the law. This guy's playing one dangerous game. And he's in his mother's basement, never had a penny in his life, never had a dime. I love it. He's trying to give you advice on silver and gold. I was a derivative arbitrage special on Wall Street. Millionaire? Many times over. Many times over. Self-made? Oh, yeah. Everybody here knows it. Taught at the #1 school business in the United States. Oh, I've turned small chump. Okay, just like I told you, didn't I tell you guys the day that Apple announced the split, jump all up 40% since April. Yeah, do the math. Hello, you guys are still freaking caught in your dogma snuggies. Oh, the market's going to crash. It's going to go. What? You took a look at it? Oh, gold's going to save us. You took a look at your gold 3 years ago today. I told you to sell your gold. You're 1,900. Huh? It's under 1,300. Told you to buy freaking Apple at 200. The derivative. Apple was $260 a share. Do you know what it is today? Split adjusted, $723. Told you to buy Tesla at 18. Do you know what Tesla is today? $250. Oh, that's not real money? Call your broker and sell your stock. Tell them to send you a check. Go to the bank and cash the check. $100 bills, they'll hand them over. And let me tell you something. I want all you gold fucking hoarding freaks, you fucking queen lovers in her gold mines and uranium mines, to fucking Tell me one person. Tell me one person in the United States, one place, any place in the world that does not accept American $100 bills. Tell me one. Show me one that does not accept $100 bills. Show me one. Show me one. Tell me one. Not real money? Forget it. I mean, it's as real money as you get. You've been fucking co-opted by the Queen, and here's to the boys of Royal Green. Fuck the House of Windsor and fuck the Queen. We will not be ruled by you English bastards. Scotland is getting away. They've left the bitch, finally. They are leaving the bitch, finally. Thank you. More power to you. Unite the clans. William Wallace would be kissing all of you on the mouth. Scotland is leaving the bitch. When's America going to leave the bitch? We left her once, went right back running to the inbred fucks. Oh, look at fucking Kate. She's going to have the baby. Oh, I'm Prince Charles. I got a beautiful wife. Oh, let's kill her. Let's kill her. So I can go have sex with my inbred ugly cousin. That's what these inbred ugly fuckers do. Gold is a queen's fucking philosophy. The House of Windsor's philosophy. Bill Walmart Clinton, Rhodes Scholar at Oxford. These are all English philosophies. Didn't we fight the Revolutionary War? I will quote Franklin Roosevelt again. Over and over and over. To Winston Churchill. Winston, I got to tell you, I went to England when I was a boy. I saw Queen Victoria. I hated the old witch. There's nothing more quintessentially American to hate the royal system. He was a student of Alexander Hamilton, Abraham Lincoln was a student of Alexander Hamilton. All these people stood up. All these people stood up to the royal system. Not now. Marie Antoinette, let them eat yellow cake. He's a hardcore neocon Fox News watching lover. And by the way, his disrespect for his own mother is obscene. You know, look it up how old his mom was when she died of cancer. And you don't think she was a downwinder? Born and raised in Kansas, 350 open-air tests in Nevada. You're so geographically illiterate in this country, you can't even get out a map and see where the open-air tests went. Oklahoma, Kansas paid they paid every bit as hard a price as southern Utah. Every bit as we paid here. Half-life is 24,500 years. Mike Lee says, oh, my dad was a down. There's another one who disrespects his dead father. Well, let me tell you, people who disrespect their parents, and Uncle Tom Obama, Uncle Tom Holden, freaking this piece of shit, Mike Lee, disrespect the death of their parents who died from the nuclear cartel, killed their parents. It is the most evil thing. The Pacific Ocean, all of it. Talk about throw bad karma on yourself. Now, I respect the death of my father. My father was nuclear death. I respect the people who passed in front of me. I respect the Pacific Ocean. I respect the environment. I respect the birds. I respect the animals. I respect the children. All you fuckers that fucking are on this side of this, the fucking banana up your ass can views, or fucking scripts, fucking you pieces of shit. Cal Berkeley, San Diego State, you disrespectful motherfuckers. Well, nothing good can come out of that because you are no match for that mighty blue Pacific and the powers that thing has. Dana will be safe. That blue Pacific will watch over him. I went in critical condition. We went out to the pier. Joni Ray has pictures of it. Very, very sick. And I went out there, and I'll never forget it. It was cold. Had my big coat. I was very, very sick of the San Onofre hearings. Most of my doctor says don't do it. I did it anyway. Very, in critical condition. Went over the pier, and I paid my respects to that mighty blue lady. I paid my respects in a very emotional way. You know, even I think about it now, you know, it brings tears to my eyes. It was such an emotional time. It was so hardcore. It was so scary. When a doctor tells you, multiple doctors tell you, you'll be dead by Christmas, and it's October, and you're in epic pain, over and over, and you land in a bone marrow transplant, you can't eat, you're going in and out of a fucking coma. You want to talk fucking emotional? I thought I knew fucking the leukemia fight because I watched my father die of it. I thought I knew all this. I didn't know shit. I don't eat, sleep, drink it. I sleep with it. I went to the Pacific, and I paid my respect. She took some pictures of me, and there you can see it. It's amazing photographs. And inside, right where the tumors were on my gut, you see this light that beams right there. Now, how that happened, I don't know. But my doctor talks about a lot. He says, Kevin, you have an energy about you. There's a woman in Pacific Beach last year who was an old anti-nuker from way back. She says, you know what, Kevin, you anti-nukers, I've had, and she kind of went off on me. You know, she said, I moved out of San Diego, I've come back, and, you know, you guys, it's all cliche, and you're not going to accomplish nothing. I went back this year, oh boy, did she have a different tune. Get this, she's got leukemia. She's dying. She told me, Kevin, oh my God. She says, I have never met a person like you. She says, you have an energy. You even walk up to me. You have an energy about you that just radiates. It's amazing. And I says, yeah, that's my good fight. I know what others don't know. When you have acute leukemia and you're ready to die, and you go through these epic fights and these epic hardcore arsenic in your jugular vein and trying to survive in the fight, it becomes an energy that is profound. It is beyond profound. The energy that radiates through my body and pushes the leukemia out of my fucking body is profound. It is very, very, very real. Because I fought for the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean, all cultures have known this, has a radiation poisoning going in it. Well, it has its own power. It will fight back. The mammals are trying to fight back. The creatures will try to fight back. Mutated? Oh, yeah. Genocide is the perfect word. I named it the Pacific Genocide in the early days when this creep in Florida, when he was in the crack house, comes out, and this creep up there started their bullshit with Plumegate, which he stole from me. I own the domains to Plumegate. He stole everything from Shane Russell, that incredible freaking investigative journalist. The number one investigative journalist in the world is Shane Russell, bar none. Maureen Burke, bar none. I banded with him in the very early days. Jan Brooks, we banded together in the very early days. We had all the FOIA documents before anybody knew how to spell a fucking FOIA document. We reported this in hardcore. I had stuff leaked to me, the transcript inside the Situation Room, the freaking stuff that's going inside Japan, because I ate, sleep, drink this. I accepted the fights. I used the strength that was given to me by the Pacific Ocean and all these powers that be, my father who passed in front of me, the Marines. And you want to fuck with me? Let me tell you something, that connecting dots. You want to fuck with me? Know this. Know this. I was head of the Atomic Veterans for a long time. I have all the power of the United States Marine Corps with me. All of it. Not my words, the 5-star. Words right to my face. My father was an Atomic Veteran, a very special Marine. Special Forces Marine. I have all the power. Not besides that, I have the power of Pat Tillman's soul with me. Because I've defended he. I have the Army Rangers. I have them with me. And I'm not kidding. So you want to fuck with me, Semper Fi. I have all their strength and their power. I show up to the U.S. Reagan. I have the power of the ones dying from the Navy with me. I have those people's power with me, top to bottom, A to Z. I understand your Semper Fi, and Semper Fi is a word that Michelangelo used. The Marines, it means so much. I understand that because of my father, the way he raised me. He raised me. That special Marine that he was, that special person that he was, that Atomic Veteran. So you keep fucking with me. You keep fucking with Dana, you freaks. You are playing with fucking fire. You are playing with fire. Big time. I fight back. And I'm telling you, I have an army out there, and I have a spirit, and I have a power that people don't understand. This is nothing new. I have defended the Atomic Veterans for 30 fucking years. I'm the one that sued the Justice Department over and over and over. And I'm the one that got the footage released that you watch. I would tell people they human guinea pig their own soldiers, and they would laugh at me. They don't laugh at me now. I've been fighting this war for 30, 40 fucking years. 40 years. And you think I'm just some keyboard activist, some face on YouTube? Dream the fuck on. What Dana is doing is what I've done my whole life. He's not some just keyboard activist. I'm so proud of him, and Palco's stepping up and buying him that book. I'm very, very excited about his expedition. And his work on the ocean, you want to disrespect his work? Well, where the fuck are you? In your mother's fucking basement? Sitting there? Fucking, I like this guy. He's giving you advice on silver and gold when he's never had a penny his entire fucking life. Not a dime. And he's been dead wrong. Dead wrong. Silver was $47 3 years ago. Max Kaiser, dead wrong. Gold was $1,900. Oh, the fucking Dow's not real money? Stocks aren't real money? I told you to buy Tesla at 18. It's $250. I made millionaires all over the Bay Area. Before Fukushima happened, I was doing my finance videos, getting ready to go back in the hedge fund industry. I was a derivative arbitrage specialist, very successful. Taught at the #1 school of business in the United States. I had my classroom business in the theater. I was doing videos. There was a group of students at Berkeley, finance professors at Berkeley used to play my videos. The literature department at the University of San Francisco would play my videos. A bunch of young people, and they had a game, they had a drinking game when I say fuck. Anyway, I advised a lot of the young people to buy Tesla. I kept telling them to buy Tesla on Tesla. There was a bunch of people who bought Tesla on my advice at $12, $14, $16, $18. Still have it. 3 years ago. 4 years ago. Before Fukushima happened, right after Fukushima happened. I turned 3,000 into 700,000 right on YouTube, right in everybody's face, and everybody's just drooling on themselves. What happened to all your money? I wrote a check when I got leukemia. I had to fork over every fucking penny I had to get in. I had to get in the number one leukemia unit in the world. I had to fuck it over. That's the way it works. The average treatment's $1.6 million. I paid up front. I paid up front with cash. I never got no public assistance. Fucking Social Security, fuck them. I never got anything from this country. They murder my father, try to fucking murder me, and then, by the way, my father never got a penny out of the fucking so-called settlement. None of the real Special Forces Marines for you. They never got a dime. None of them got a fucking dime. Not death benefits, not a fucking medal. The very first monument at a cemetery ever erected for the atomic veterans, or a man who was killed in the fucking Nevada test that died of leukemia later, is at our cemetery. I was involved, and my uncle, we put that up. The community put that up. They got it right. There are people that give a fuck, and fuck them. These people that want to attack me, oh no, I was taught by him. That's Special Forces Marine. My uncle, his brother, stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day, I was taught by him. Oh no, I'm not afraid of anybody, of nothing. I'm not afraid of the nuclear cartel. I was afraid of leukemia, very afraid when they told me I was going to die. But I kept fighting. I kept fighting in a hardcore, epic way. And because of he raised me, they raised me, these powerful people, they raised me to respect the birds. I grew up on that fucking big building, and that crib on that fucking ranch, and these old ranchers and these farmers that raised me, my grandparents, they respected the environment. They respected the environment. They lived in symphony with the birds and the fucking landscape. That's how they taught me to live. No, you fuckers don't do that. Well, there's a price to pay for that. I think we might have lost our call. Are you still there, Jules? I think we're still there. I hope we're still on. They raised me to live in symphony with the environment. I lived in symphony with the environment. I still do. Just because everybody else disrespects it. Kills animals just to watch them die. Poisons the Pacific Ocean just to watch it fucking die. Slaughters it. When we were kids, we grew up on that ranch. If you fucking killed something, you ate it all. I mean it all. I remember my grandma cooking the tongue out the fucking cows, and it made me sick. I couldn't even go in the house when I'd see that thing. That's just disgusting. I mean, she would make hot soup. I mean, they were the old school from the natives thought the same way. These people were spiritual. And by the way, the Mormons are trying to rewrite history. And I'm heavily involved in that fight, too. My activism is on multiple fronts. Multiple fronts. I don't just give up. I fight back. And I fight back at the core. And so if you think some punk sitting in his mother's fucking basement spinning some fucking analysis of analysis, sitting there babbling, who no one fucking pays any attention, goes off like dust in the fucking wind, scares me, you're dreaming. Don't scare me. Does not scare me one iota. For I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. Dana, don't be afraid. You get on that ocean and you get us videotape going out because the marine biologists refuse to do it because they're black and fucking whores. And all the marine biologists, silence of the labs, you want to play ball, none of you want to play Frank Sheep, fucking Uncle Tom, fucking black and yellow, fucking bootlicking whores. All of you. You make me fucking sick. You know, you make all this money, say you love the ocean, you hate the ocean. The Pacific Ocean, you watch the Al Jazeera, and I'll tag it into this. You type it in. Just type it in. ENA News fucking has it on their site. And Al Jazeera's doing a whole fucking week there at Santa Cruz. By the way, I'm the one that reported Santa Cruz, all the squids dying, and I have lots of connections in Santa Cruz, and I want people to understand this. The hardcore of the hardcore surfers have always been in Santa Cruz. I mean, they are hardcore motherfuckers. They're like the old Hells Angels. You don't even want to fuck with those guys. I've known them since I was a boy. Because they live on the water. Right after Fukushima, the biggest group of them, do you know they sold out multiple generations of fucking realty and left? They tried to talk me into going with them. They went to Chile. For real. They were pissed off about what was going on in the ocean before Fukushima happened. They know. They live on it. It's their life. They know it's being destroyed. These aren't your fucking freelance fucking hobby horse fucking surfers. That's all that's down there now. No, the real hardcore fuckers. I mean, and anybody that doesn't know anything about the surfer complex, it's kind of like the skiing complex used to be here. I grew up fucking skiing on fucking Snow Basin, the world's steepest, longest downhill. I used to tell everybody, oh, you fuckers think you're a daredevil? Come up here. You think you're a cutesy skier? Oh, we're going skiing in Park City. We're elitists from L.A. And fuck, you fuckers can't ski. Come here. Come here. Right, the mountain in the background? I ski on the backside of that. This is the longest, steepest downhill in the fucking world. You want to take dangerous? Oh boy, that's the way the surfers were. That's the way the skiers. When I was a kid skiing here, these hardcore fucking skiers wouldn't even use lifts. And they were fucking downright fucking violent. Oh, fuck yeah. Surfers in Santa Cruz, go fuck with them. Violent. You tried to abuse the fucking ocean, they'd beat the fuck out of you. I mean, they were dangerous motherfuckers. They were like the old Hells Angels. Really dangerous. They defend. Not now. But those guys left. They knew. They knew what was going on before Fukushima happened. I know plenty of these guys got the fuck out of the water. It was being so poisoned. Yeah, the toxins and the fucking algae plume? Absolutely. You fucking right. It just compounds more and more. The ship liners, the cruise industry, dumping their fucking waste into the fucking water. Holy fuck. Fukushima nuclear fission. Fucking being pushed into the water. I reported this on the fucking day it happened. I did videos every fucking day. I have the whole time. In exact, incredible Cassandra-like detail. People pull back from me. I expect apologies, but under attack, Dana. People threaten to kill me. Call me in the middle of the fucking night, threaten to kill me. By the way, they always use block numbers. They're all fucking pussies, Dana. That's why they sit in their mama's fucking basement. You know, I tell these, you want to fight? Fucking, we used to call them telephone tough guys. You want to fight? Let's fucking fight. Fucking let's do it. Fuck these fuckers. I am not afraid. We cannot be afraid. That has been our problem. The far radical fucking right, rape the fucking earth fucking motherfrackers have fucking been bullies, and we have towered down the soft, liberal, latte-eating fucking left, co-opted the fucking Democratic Party, and took it over. Bobby Kennedy would have fought you. John Kennedy would have fought you. Fucking Harry Truman would have fought you. Fucking all these fucking progressives, they would have fought you. They weren't latte-eating fucking passive, soft fucking talk. They co-opt the fucking Democratic Party. The lunatic, radical, insane, fucking mentally ill, dumb evangelicals, fucking lunatics co-opt the Republican Party. Not my words, Eisenhower's daughter's words. Both parties gone. We have to fight back. We have to defend. We have to defend, because if we defend the Pacific, she will defend us. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind. My defending the mighty blue Pacific and paying my respect. When I go there, I pay my respects. I walk right up to that edge of the water, and I go through a whole ritual that I was taught by the old Californians. The old ones who were taught by the indigenous Californians. And by the way, we did catch a green flash on film. You think that's a coincidence? We caught a green flash on film. People say, oh no, it's that little dot that spears off the top because they read a walk, and that's not a green flash. That's a green dot. A green flash is called the green flash for a reason. And the indigenous people, and I showed that to an old beatnik, not a hippie, a beatnik, a real beatnik. And if you don't know anything about the fucking California beatniks, you don't shit. I showed it to him. Brilliant fucking person. He says, that's the only one I've ever seen caught on film in my life. He says, that is a green flash. Pacific Beach was historically famous for frickin' green flashes. They're rare as fucking rare. At sunset, and by the way, it's no coincidence the day I caught it was the heaviest spikes in San Diego of radiation fallout by the freelancers, because we have to do the work that the government refuses to fucking do. Heavy spikes. There's no doubt the radiation and the fructonium, as I call it, in the atmosphere is causing the fucking sky to change. It's causing the marine layer to change. There's no doubt in my mind it's a big piece of the California drought. Is Hart playing games? Probably. I mean, think about it. The food basket in California, do they want it radiated? Who knows what they're fucking up to, but we know this. The control freaks are out of fucking control. Completely. The war profiteer fucking mega fucking sickening, grotesque motherfuckers are they are eating their own. They are killing themselves now. They went too far this time. They've taken the fucking water that we drink. They've taken the air that we fucking breathe. They're killing themselves now. They've gone too far. The war fucking profiteers, and if you don't think the fucking war profiteers are who caused Fukushima, was it done intention? Hell no, it was a tsunami. But they built that. Who built it? General Electric, huh? Oh boy, and I will dive into this. Big time. It's malice. Who builds a MOX fuel in number 3, which I reported in the early days? Secret nuke weapons. That's proof. They admit it already. They come out and admit they have a secret nuclear weapons program at Fukushima. They admit it now. That's all the MOX fuel. What's MOX fuel? And anybody doesn't know what MOX fuel is, it's a process they take. There's no answer for the waste. The only reason nuclear exists is to make nuclear weapons. The only reason. We don't use it for energy. It's a flawed fucking concept. It is not magic. The splitting atom is not magic. It's uranium mines. They make nuclear weapons at it. It's the military, and it's a cash cow from hell. They sell it back to the government for grotesque sums of money, and they're not public utilities. They're privately owned, and look up who owns it. Johnny Rand, I was the one who exposed who the real owners of fucking San Onofre were. By the way, we want them in prison. They lied to the NRC under oath, Barbara Boxer. All these people, we want them. But no, you as the taxpayer, it's you. It's Representative. You protect the fuckers who are very killing you. Oh, ISIS is going to get us. No, ISIS is made it. There's no such thing as ISIS. It's a poor propaganda machine who just makes it up to sell weapons. That's all this is, to sell weapons for huge money. And they sit right there in San Diego. War profiteers from hell. That's who fucking owns Daiichi Fukushima. That's exactly who owns it. Fucking Moxie fuel, nobody, fuck yeah, into the atmosphere. Mox fuel is they take nuclear waste because there's no answer. They use a fucking oxygen process. They flash it. They turn it into weapons grade, make it stronger. Megan Rice, which is against the law, international law. Megan Rice broke into Y-12, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. She broke in. They have violated the international law. Gorbachev and Reagan signed the fucking treaty. International treaty through the fucking liar, fucking scumbag UN that they are. The UN is violating their very own fucking laws. They're violating the international law. Megan Rice is a genius. It should be the number one story in the world. It should be the fucking Megan Rice breaking into Y-12, which is the most dangerous place on the face of the earth. There's more plutonium in there and more nuclear grade weapons fucking at Y-12. An 85-year-old woman breaks into it in the broad daylight, is in there for hours. While you, the taxpayer, are paying how much money? Megan Rice's own words. The only media at the Megan Rice trial, the only international media, there was local media there, was me. I'm sitting in the courtroom. Megan Rice. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Timothy, for charging me for terrorist, for exposing to me the industrialized prison complex. As you stick me in a holding detention facility that's built to hold people for 2 weeks, keep the temperature at 52 degrees. And I'm in there, an 85-year-old peace activist nun, the protege of Dorothy Day, who's going to be sainted. Where's the fucking Pope, that phony motherfucker? When pigs fly, Megan's own niece told me, Megan herself, Megan's niece, named after her, told me, yeah, he'll get involved when pigs fly, Kevin. She was disgusted. By the way, the only person who's really had an in-depth interview with her is her. And I talked to her, she says, no, Megan Rice was not doing well in that frickin'. She said, she's 85 fucking years old. They held her for 7 months, awaiting sentencing. Kept kicking the can in a place at 52, almost killed her. Cruel and unusual punishment, you fucking rights. Fucking talk about violate the fucking Constitution of the United States. Cruel and unusual is against the law. It is outrageous what they're doing to her. I went to a prison cell in New York. Here's New York City media. Oh, yeah, well, this, we're that. Megan Rice is New York City. She's sitting on fucking Atlantic Avenue in a fucking women's detention center on Brooklyn. I walked to her fucking prison cell. I've been there. They wouldn't let me see her. Biggest story in America should be New York City, 9th page on the New York Times. You know who her mom is? Look it up. Google it. Google who her parents are. Wow. 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 She gets this. She exposes that we're paying Blackwater, the private contractors, billions of dollars, Dick Cheney and his cronies, to fucking guard this, and they're not doing it. It's just free money. Cash cow. That's what nuclear is. It's the biggest thievery. It's the biggest slavery in the history of fucking humankind. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean shit. I see it. She sees it. We know it. Taking the air that we breathe. Just like they catcalled when I gave that fucking infamous speech in front of the White House, fucking leading the Million Mass Line, that John Anthony Ferris organized that, and came with one guy. Millions participated in that. No media coverage? Oh yeah, RT covered it. People don't give a fuck. She exposes on multi-levels the fraud that this country's turned into. Multi-levels. She exposes. She exposed the military-industrialized complex as far as the protection of Y-12 has been privatized to Blackwater and all these people. There was no security there. The first guy in the stand at the trial was a security guard. I'm in the courtroom. He was asleep. Went to pick up his kid. She's in there for hours. They knew they took some serious risks going in there. I couldn't believe it when she did it. I was so happy jumping up and down. I like what she says. It'd be an honor for me to die in prison for these monsters. She's the one that came up with the word, I believe, nuclearism, by the way, which is brilliant. Then she also exposes the privatized prison system and how abusive and how hardcore and how rotten it is. By the way, Dr. Marquardt, the nuclear cartel right here, I'm sitting right below his house, just died. That's where he made all his money. He was a creep, real creep. She exposes all these on front and gets no media coverage. None. Why? 9th page of the New York Times? Are you kidding me? It's outrageous. The media, black and yellow whores that they are, they're going to pay. Jamie Dimon's got cancer in his lymph node right now. Steve Chinese Jobs. This is before Steve Chinese Jobs got cancer. What about bringing the Jobs back? Barry Antoinette. Let them eat yellow cake. Ask. The greatest Uncle Tom in human history is Barack Obama? No. Second to the Attorney General. That's the greatest fucking Uncle Tom. He never went after Cheney. He didn't go after any of these war criminals. Which, by the way, there are multiple warrants. Cheney and all these war criminals, Bush, they can't even travel anymore. They're just like Kissinger. Have to be held up in their fucking... They can't leave. There are warrants issued all over the world for their arrest. Why do you think Bush recently canceled his trip to Switzerland? Of course, I loved it when he was president. He didn't know the difference between Australia and Austria. And this is the President of the United States. Pathetic, beyond pathetic. And Glenn Beck, you listen to that fucking mentally ill, fucking sickening, fucking... They're all these haters, like Glenn Beck, this Connecting the Dots, this fucking Tony, these guys, they're all stamped out of the same mold. They're fucking heroin addicts, junkies who never had a fucking thing in their life, in the gutter. And then they find religion. Oh, yeah, fucking, and they're radicals. They're insane. They're fucking ignorant, dumb people. Glenn Beck has a huge following. This guy's the dumbest fucker ever. Remember when I on his crying rant and told you to sell your Dow at $6,500 and it was going under 1,000? And he told you to pile in on gold and silver? He told you to buy fucking silver at 45. He told you to buy gold at 1,900, 1,800. You know how much money he cost you? And you fucking morons still listen. It's unbelievable. Operation Foxconn, Fox News. Wrap yourself up in the flag when they're the fucking House of Windsor. They're the Oxford School. Everything this country fought against. They're the propaganda mouthpiece for the Queen. Everything this country fought against is Fox News. And you got the nerve to wrap yourself up in the flag and call yourself patriots. When the fucking Fox News are the non-patriots. They're the opposite of America. They are the royal system. They're feudal. This is a neo-feudal system. Neo-feudalism. That's what it is. We fought back with tariffs at the Ford. Fucking Alexander Hamilton had 8 employees. George Washington had 2. By the way, the first abolitionists in a political atmosphere way. Of course, the Quakers weren't always abolitionists. But he was an abolitionist. He didn't believe in it. Jefferson did. Jefferson had lots of slaves. He had his giant plant with the richest men maybe in the fucking country at the time. By the way, he blew all that money. Hamilton loved him. They loved each other. They did not hate each other. They loved each other. He took a bullet for him. By the way, Burr is the direct descendant of Al Gore. The biggest fraud, second biggest fraud. George Bush, the biggest fraud. The Bush war criminals, the Bush war fucking crime family, Prescott Hitler Bush, fucking HCIA criminal fucking Bush, George W. ignorant fucking moron Bush, fucking a puppet. Oh, fuck. Big time puppet. The military coup of 2000, mission accomplished. Who runs this country? The nuclear cartel, out of the Pentagon. This is a military state, a third world fucking country. Absolutely. There's no, I mean, it's corrupt from A to Z, up to bottom. Their populace is ignorant as ignorant. They have a vast, gigantic fucking mass of their populace living in poverty, working poor. All the hallmarks of a third world. Environmental poisoning, no protection. All the hallmarks of a third world country. Not going to happen. I like, the dollar's going to crash. The dollar already crashed. We're going to have a nuclear fucking meltdown. We already had a fucking nuclear meltdown. All these fucking things have happened, and everybody just sits back and watches the fucking Pacific ocean be poisoned and genocided. And nobody does nothing. And the marine biologists sit in California in their fucking glass houses on their ivory towers and fucking participate in the biggest ecological fucking destroyer of the environment in human history. And they sit back and participate in it. It is so outrageous. This video you see of this seal is heartbreaking to me, the sea lion. Neurological damage, and they can't save him. I mean, how horrible is that? It reminds me exactly of the footage you see from World War I, when they gassed their own fucking people, and you see those. Oh, you look it up, type it into Google, and see these fucking guys that came back that were gassed in the trenches, and see how they fucking just twitched and had those seizures like that. How horrible it was. Look it up. That's what that sea lion looks like to me. This is a war. The nuclear cartel declared war, not on just us. They declared war on themselves. These inbred fuckers, the control freaks, went completely out of control. Fox News did this. Fox News did this. Fox News did this. Fox News did this. Rupert Murdoch, the mouthpiece for the Queen, Operation Foxconn from the House of Windsor. This is a fucking... You remember the Clinton administration? You know, I can badmouth Clinton all I want, but he did some good things. He was downsizing that military complex big time. They had no part of that. That's why they stole the election in 2000. And they propped up this military. He is a massive, evil monster. The military, too, coups 2000, very big. But let me tell you, there's a fight going inside. Inside the Navy, inside the Marines. I have the transcript from the Situation Room. I know what's going on inside. They're sick and tired of their own fucking troops being human guinea pigs. They're sick and tired of it. They're sick and tired of the likes of Sanjay Gupta going on TV and using media as a weapon. Radiation's good for you. Oh, this Donald Weaver from Michigan went to Chernobyl. No, he's a fucking liar. Do you know what the excursion, the activation zone of Chernobyl is? The mass murder of Chernobyl? The mass murder of Fukushima. It is a mass murder event in North America. I did radio shows in the early days say, it's safer to live in Tokyo than it is in New York City. Everybody went crazy on me. Hello, the jet stream moves left to right. The plume went over us. The ocean currents move left to right into California. Keep swimming, keep surfing every day. I'm here to tell you. Cancer, this guy comes to me and he said, Kevin, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know because no one told me. I kept surfing and I kept jet skiing and I kept me and my family in Malibu. That sounded all free. They had to cut my nuts out. I got cancer. My 19-year-old freaking daughter has cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. My sister, Plum Ford's dying. They know now. Oh, they know now. He says, I found you. He says, I don't dare go on video with you. He says, I know these people hate you. You're public enemy number one to the nuclear cartel. Yeah. Well, I got news for all of you. I have a power with me that trumps all of their powers. NSA, all the nuclear cartel, their media whores that go along with them. I have the Pacific Ocean on my side. And let me tell you, Black and your Ken Buser and all you whores, you bananas shoved up your ass, you are no match for that power. You are no match. She will defend those who defend her. There is no doubt in my mind. That is why I'm alive. As I'm here, I accepted my path. It's been hard. I could have went back to Wall Street. I've accepted poverty. I've accepted when I had a lot of money. I had years I made over $1 million a year. Many years. Lived in the biggest house in this fucking county. Paid billed cash for it. Had an incredible life. Self-made. All of it self. Never inherited a penny. All self-made as a young guy. Started plastering at 16 years old. Educated myself. Did all this. I had to give it all up because of leukemia, but I've accepted my path. And my path was carved in stone before I was born. I was given leukemia probably before I was born. It's no coincidence that it come out during the Fukushima fight because I have a tell to tell. I have a tell to tell, and I'm going to tell it. And I'm going to fight it because it is my place in space and time, which we all have that. Our place in space and time, and we have to accept it. It's hard to accept. It's heartbreaking to me. You think I like being poor? You think I like giving up all these beautiful sexual relationships I had? I had to give it all up. I've had to give everything up because I've had to stand on moral ground in an epic, epic way. Poverty? Oh, yeah. Sweet are the uses of adversity. But I've learned to accept it, and I've learned how to go along with this, and I've learned to live. I've learned to live from the ocean. The Pacific Ocean she says to me, I will watch over you as long as you watch over me. That's the way it should be. That's the way humanity works. That's the way all fucking spirits work. I mean, the natives got that. You fuckers don't get that. You people that are playing ball with this fucking mass murder of the Pacific Ocean, you don't understand. Life is eternal. When your spirit gets ready to take the next place, your spirit's going to be sucked into a black hole for time and all eternity. The Pacific Ocean is going to make sure that happens, Ken Buesler. It's going to make sure connecting the dots. It's going to make sure Sanjay Gupta. It's going to make sure CNN, ABC, NBC. It's going to make sure Scripps, you marine biologists at Cal Berkeley, all of you are going to be sucked into a black hole for time and all eternity. And the world will know. The world will know when this data is starting to come out, and it's starting to come out, that the Pacific Ocean is dying, and the Pacific genocide, and time and space and history has told this epic tale. Who did this? Who did this? Oh, we're going to know. I've kept a list, and we have YouTube. We have social media. You can't hide it. And my videos will stand in fucking time because they've been backed up multiple times by multiple people. They're out there. Too many eyes have been on them. Too many. It's too late now. They could take me completely down right now, but too many people have seen it. Too many millions have seen it. Same with Dana's work. On the water. These are epic times that we live in. The environmental poisoning, the denial, the fucking killing of the ocean. These are epic, epic times. And history's going to record this. And the most powerful genre in the history of mankind is YouTube. It seriously is. And people have not been accepted. It's been abused. You know, the spinning bullshit, the regurgitation, the analysis of the analysis, which is all worthless. It will fade away in dust in the winds. By the way, Kansas the Frauds never wrote that either. That's a native poem from hundreds of years ago. Just like fucking Stairway to Heaven, 311. Robert Plant did not write Stairway to Heaven. He's a fraud, and he's still doing everything. He went to the show the night before. He said he wrote that in the hotel room in California when what's-his-name, the progressive freaking artist, sang that in California. He listened to it word for word. He's sitting right there. These fucking liars, lie all you want. Fucking, because we will not be fucking mastered by you English bastards. Here's to the boys of Royal Green. Fuck the House of Windsor and fuck the Queen and her big fucking uranium fucking hole right here in Utah. Yeah, the biggest open-air thing you see. Oh, yeah, Rio Tinto, who owns it? Gold, gold, gold. That's a Queen philosophy. You worship the fucking golden calf, not me. I'm not licking my fucking gold bars. I'm not fucking clinging on. I'm fighting. I will defend her. The mighty blue Pacific, the most powerful. Every culture knew it. Every culture. And Stanford, you want to fucking kill natives from the train? You fucking exploiters, you thieves, you corrupt fucking robbers. First they came from the buffalo, and they slaughtered the buffalo across fucking North America. Then they slaughtered the fucking natives. Wallace Stegner, my mentor. If you think the Germans invented genocide, you know nothing about the American West. Stanford had fucking bounties on natives' children. Man, woman, children. These evil fucking monsters. And men are evil. Men can be very evil. They come out and they kill them right down. And the women who sleep with those men and support those men, they're just as fucking evil. Sick, sick, bootlicking whores. It is disgusting. Now they're coming for the Pacific. Well, let me tell you something. The Pacific is so much more powerful than all of you. The White Buffalo, they did their seance in New York City for Fukushima. They get it. They got it. Life is eternal. Dust in the wind, life is eternal. The Pacific Ocean is eternal. She is going to fight back. And she will watch over those who watch over her. In an epic, epic way, she will watch over Dana. She will protect Dana. She will protect me. As I've been on that ocean, I fucking pay my respects to that ocean. And I've done it multiple times since Fukushima over it. I go through a whole ritual. She watches over me. And you black and yellow journalistic fucking whores that are covering up the reality of Fukushima, the truth. Oh, do you have a price to pay? Your spirit will not be eternal. Your souls will not be eternal. You will be sucked into a black fucking hole. As you fucking Mormons and you evangelicals bear false witness, oh boy, are you bearing false witness. You will be sucked into hell. Hell, a black hole? Your spirits will go to hell for time and all eternity. For our spirits will be eternal. And anybody who fights for the Pacific, and any native who was killed by Stanford, and any tuna that was killed by fucking these fuckers in the Pacific, and the sea lions who were fucking mass murdered by the fucking rape artists, your souls will be eternal.
All hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Swoongate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it